So today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the plastic body in your Graph Gear 1000 mechanical pencil with something new, different, a metal body, or you could also just replace it with another plastic body, perhaps with another color if that's what you want. So step one, we're going to have to remove this cap here. This guy is just threaded on, so we're going to pinch on this grip here. A little tight actually, you want to pinch as hard as you can. Just 2 fingers, no more. And then just start unthreading that cap. If your pencil is particularly old or has never been disassembled, it may be difficult, but it will come off. It is threaded on. All graph gears are like that. Now we can just slip off our grip. It's just a slip fit. And then we have this plastic piece fully exposed. Now it's also threaded into the metal body up here. And we just start twisting it. It might take a little bit of torque. I like to hold it back here where I can use the clip as a lever. Start unthreading it, and it's just going to pop right out. Eventually, the spring will push it out. Now, you can see this piece is actually relatively thin if we look down it. That's about the thickness of the plastic, particularly at this joint, that tends to break. And then up here, where it's nice and thin, also tends to break. I've had a graph gear break here, and I've also had a graph gear break here. Both those places are particularly weak and just have issues with a lot of people. You'll typically see lots of pictures of graph gears snapped in half after a couple of years. It's a great pencil though otherwise, and that's why I like to replace these bodies. I make 3 versions of a replacement metal body. I make a stainless version, I make an aluminum version, and I make a brass version. I sell all 3 of them on eBay. If you're interested in that, there's a link in the description. However, you can also just replace it with a new plastic version, either from a donor pencil that broke in some other way, a pencil of a different lead size. You can occasionally get replacements. I think it's possible to 3D print these, although the strength might be questionable on that, just because it is still plastic. Now, the steps for replacing the metal version are exactly the same as putting it on. So if we use the brass one here, and let's put this guy back up in the corner. We use the brass one, we're just going to slip it on, threads on the back. Slide it down. We're going to have to compress that spring down. Start threading it in. And then it's going to be nice and locked up. It shouldn't wiggle or wobble in any way. Then we need to take our grip. We need to thread that on. Take our cap and screw it on at the last step. It should lock up. Everything should be sturdy. And the grip should lock up as well. And it should click. It should just click just fine, just like normal. Now, what's interesting about the metal ones is it solves another problem I have with the graph gear, which is that the weight is a little bit towards the clip, just because this is a bulky mechanism. It's awesome, but it is a little bit heavy, and the front is just lacking in weight. And replacing it with brass in particular really shifts that weight forward. Stainless does it as well. The stainless one will move it about as far forward as the brass, just a little bit less. The brass is heavier still. And the aluminum one tends to keep it just about where the plastic one is. The aluminum is not that much heavier than the plastic. Plastic's about 1 gram, aluminum is about 2 grams, whereas the brass is about 6. So it definitely moves the weight forward and it makes it overall a heavier pencil. I like that. I'm a heavier pencil person. I like a heavier pen, I like a heavier pencil, and I do like it forward due to the way I grip the pencil. So that's how you replace that body. There's links in the description if you want to get one of these yourself. And have a nice day.